For anyone who thinks of living off the grid, solar power often seems like the perfect solution. Clean energy from the sun sounds great, but the reality of off grid solar is far more complicated, expensive, and maintenance heavy than most people expect. Based on my own experience with a 5600 watt Schneider system powered by 16 solar panels at the cabin, I've learned firsthand that the goal of energy independence has a number of issues I never thought about until I had to. So here's what many people don't realize about going fully solar. The cost and the complexity of fully off-grid solar. One of the biggest hurdles of going fully off-grid is the cost. While grid-tied solar systems can be relatively affordable, fully off-grid systems require much more equipment, including inverters, charge controllers, and high-capacity battery banks, and those don't come cheap. My Schneider system, for instance, is a reliable setup, but it's far from simple, and the initial cost was well over $40,000 for the entire system and panels. The manuals are unbelievably complicated, though wiring is intricate, and troubleshooting requires a whole lot of time and patience. For anyone who isn't tech savvy, the complexity can be overwhelming. Add to that, very few companies manufacture systems specifically for off-grid use. Most are designed as backup options for grid-connected homes. Fully off-grid solutions are a niche product, and the lack of competition keeps prices high. While there may be simpler solutions out there, they often come with a lack of efficiency or expandability. Underestimating your energy needs. One of the biggest mistakes people make is underestimating how much energy they actually use or how much their solar system can provide. Let's break down with real-world examples from my system. Think about a standard electric water heater, which uses around 4.5 kilowatts per hour when its heating elements are engaged. If I'm running that water heater off my 5600 watt system, it's pulling nearly all the available power during its use. And even worse, if I'm relying on batteries to run it at night or during cloudy weather, just 2 thorough showers could deplete both the water heater and the battery bank, leaving you without hot water or power. Similarly, air conditioners and microwaves can be significant drains. Using these appliances without careful planning will leave you powerless in no time. To put it in more relatable terms, imagine your battery bank as a tank of water. Each appliance is like turning on a faucet. You run too many faucets at once and the tank empties quickly. Many off-grid dwellers eventually resort to alternatives like propane water heaters, stoves, or generators to handle high-energy tasks without draining their solar system. Weather and seasonal challenges. Living off-grid means you're at the mercy of the weather. Prolonged rainy or cloudy days can drastically reduce solar output, and during northern winters, shorter daylight hours and low solar angles make collecting energy even harder. Snow accumulation on panels is another issue. Unless you're willing to climb up and clear them regularly, you're losing significant power. In these types of situations, you'll need alternatives. A backup generator or a wind turbine can supplement your solar power during bad weather. And you might also need to adjust your lifestyle, like doing high energy tasks on sunny days or learning to live without certain appliances when power is low. Then there's maintenance and troubleshooting. Off-grid solar is definitely not a set-it-and-forget-it solution. Problems are going to come up, and unless you're prepared to diagnose and fix them yourself, the costs are going to add up quickly. Common issues can include blown fuses, inverter malfunctions, and, Lord help us, ground faults. And ground faults especially can be hard to diagnose and fix on the inverter system. The batteries require regular maintenance, and over time, they degrade and they will need expensive replacements. Learning the ins and outs of your system is essential. For my Schneider setup, I've had to become familiar with reading error codes and what they mean, rewiring panels, and even resetting components after a fault. Hiring a professional to fix these issues every time they occur is not only costly, but impractical in remote locations. The hidden costs of damage and insurance. While solar panels are designed to be durable, severe weather can cause massive damage. Hailstorms, hurricanes, or even falling tree branches can shatter panels, leaving you with a hefty repair or replacement bill. Even worse, many insurance companies won't cover damage to off-grid systems. In fact, most insurers refuse to cover fully off-grid homes altogether, viewing them as higher-risk properties. This leaves most off-grid homeowners exposed to significant financial risks if something goes wrong. Alternatives to avoid solar burnout. With the limitations of off-grid solar, it's pretty wise to diversify your energy sources. Like propane appliances are a popular choice for water heating, cooking, and even refrigeration because they reduce the strain on your solar system. And there have been many nights where our showers came from pots of water heated on the propane stove. Other renewable options like wind turbines or micro hydro systems can provide backup power during cloudy days or winter months. Having a generator or several on hand for emergencies is also a must. And also think about manual or low-tech solutions for everyday tasks. Solar ovens, solar showers, and hand crank appliances can reduce your dependence on electricity altogether. Off-grid solar power is an incredible technology that can provide freedom and sustainability, but it's not without its challenges. From the high initial costs and the steep learning curve to underestimated energy needs and weather-related setbacks, living off-grid requires careful planning, adaptability, and a willingness to learn. If you are considering going fully solar, don't sugarcoat it. Be realistic about the costs, the maintenance, and the compromises you're going to have to make. Diversify your energy sources, understand your system inside and out, and as always, have a backup plan.